Working out. That's being
Germany is our management school.
Okay.
Came up with all this. Cool.
Yeah, I know where you're at.
Oh, down.
We don't do any business with you.
Everyone's wrong.
Mr. Huh? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I only, we only someone. And it's.
I hear that.
No.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I don't know, it's pretty rowdy down, so I got. It is. Yeah. Anything, yeah.
People back for it's all good. People want something there.
Yeah, that's good.
That is worth trying to do. I don't even know. That was well, it's several years. It's either a student who has them up there.
So Matt hasn't.
Or a club. So share is actually part. He measures there. He's.
No, everything. The one thing I take off
Price.
we moved the hydrants at the end.
Plus.
Lower them out.
Most foods will be beautiful. So I love the last this. They actually very I don't know. They know that all the small companies that.
He's got a supplier on. Speed. Level.
Oh,
Yeah, man, and yeah, no,
Okay, I did. Here's one.
so.
I was thinking about that and 10 times to make that experience I was.
yeah.
They're at least 20.
Yeah.
They should get
Yeah,
you.
back.
Then I don't know if you're going to see it. Yeah, it was around a second. I just remember that. It's. See, they're really. He said, well, I heard, please, it's for boards are good, so they're just 4 years. The back of his throat, he has to pay, and don't speak actually, that's small heart conversation. Because
Yeah, so you're gonna throw a spark. Okay.
Oh, shoot. That was good. Where's the, about 5,000 dollars. He said, no, you did not need to die. I said, why didn't you need to die? Sharing, we were in the.
All
right, let's call this meeting to order. You doing the roll call from over there, Jeremiah?
Yes,
Okay, go ahead.
Jacobus is gone, Love is gone, Weatherby is absent, Johnson,
Present.
Watson,
Present.
Taylor,
Present.
Gauss,
Present.
you have a quorum.
All right, approval of the minutes from the September 12th meeting. I assume everybody's gotten them and had a chance to review them. Any suggestions or?
One comment, Mr. Chair. It
Mr.
says that we're
Taylor?
approving the minutes of the July 11th meeting. It was actually September 9th, I think. Approval of minutes, first paragraph there.
Oh,
Or September
Right.
12th, I'm sorry, yeah.
get me all confused. You see it, Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
Move to approve the minutes as amended,
So moved.
Support,
moved and supported. Any discussion? Roll call vote,
Johnson,
Support.
Watson,
support.
Taylor,
support,
Gauss. Support. Motion passed.
All right, only item on our agenda is the site plan review for the multifamily apartments at 1470 Enterprise Drive. And who's here to speak to it? Do you know the routine?
yeah.
Jim Berryman, 676 Stonecrest, representing Ken McLaren for College Station Cottage Apartments, to answer any questions, but I'm smart enough to bring somebody that really knows what he's talking about, Jeremy Pickford from Manikin Smith.
Yeah, Jeremy Pickford, Manikin Smith. I'm the civil engineer for the project, so I should be able to answer any technical questions with the site plan.
I have a, was it a year ago that we approved, I guess, the initial site plan on this? Or
It was a
Yeah.
different,
I understand that. I understand. Let me just go forward.
oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were asking me the question.
No, well,
Yeah.
we did preliminary approve it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's preliminary. I'm curious why you've gone from a two-story buildings to these one-story units that, are these modular units or?
The same answer. It's the construction costs. The
What?
construction cost,
Construction cost.
Okay,
so the construction costs for those apartment buildings,
are these modular units? Or are they stick-built?
they're a modular, they're,
Stick.
well, they're built offsite and then they're brought
Yeah,
on site.
okay.
So
But they sit on a foundation.
they sit on there's a foundation for it. It's not like a trailer that you can just.
No,
pick
I
up
know
and move.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
It shows 4x4s
Wonderful.
that they sit on, not necessarily a foundation,
I'm sorry.
from what I can see. It shows that they sit on 4x4s.
The
So
foundation,
is there an actual foundation with
Yeah,
footings?
there's a foundation. There's a concrete foundation for each
There-
structure.
there's a 4x4, I mean, pad, but there is a foundation. I think it's
Like a
how
slab.
how many inches deep?
It's on the
Yeah.
architectural sheet.
It's not a slab. It is on a foundation and hooked up to city water and sewer.
Well, I was just looking at the side elevations where you can see the 4x4s and it looks like there's an air gap underneath. Is that,
That.
how are you gonna,
Come.
how are you?
Okay. So that right there shows a 4x4.
They are sitting on that set of the 4x4 sets on the slab.
Yeah, there is a concrete foundation.
But there's a 4-inch gap. I guess that
that-
would,
That's the question. So this has got, I understand it's got a foundation. But is it just a slab and you're gonna plop that on top of it?
What page are you on there, Brian?
No,
What page are you on there?
sheet 9 of 9.
9 of 9.
Yep.
You can return back there.
Well, they just need to look
Yeah.
at the building plan then.
Okay.
Hmm.
There's 6 more sheets to the building
Yeah.
plan that.
Go ahead,
the
Bill.
inspector, I mean, there's 6 more sheets to their architectural plan. The part that I provided satisfies the site plan requirement. So the building plans are separate from the site plan.
Okay.
So I mean, if
Well, I guess my question was, is if you're gonna have a 4-inch air gap underneath the unit between the unit and the slab, then the utilities are gonna be subject to freezing on the 3 sinks that you have inside, the toilet and the,
We may have
and
to
the tub.
update the building plan then, because there shouldn't be any type of gap where that can happen. Maybe it should be a fixed structure to the foundation.
And I apologize, I am not the designer. We were in Columbus just last week and we were discussing that. Again, there is a foundation, how many inches deep it goes, I'm not sure how many inches. And then the slab, but then there are slats on each unit. It does fit, 4 inches above. All of the piping, and that is in an insulated floor. So.
Yeah, it's just not represented on what we have. And that was my question. And I didn't see a footing, and typically they'd be 42 inches or more to get below frost. And I was just curious.
And don't quote me, but I think it was 48 inches. The other, Mr. Taylor, is the cost of the two buildings came in extremely high. But plus these units, the way they're set up, we visited Jackson College, where they have, I think there are now 7 units like that in Jackson, and they were fantastic. And they said that they have a waiting list, and they run it by the year. And he said, we have waiting lists for students, graduate students, to go into those units, and thought that it would be, these are really going to be geared very, very honestly towards college students, graduate students, first-year teachers that are looking for housing. And these looked like they would be much more viable to younger people looking for that individual unit instead of an apartment building. There's only going to be 2 individuals per unit.
Not a very big kitchen.
Well, we don't know how many go in the college rooms either, so.
All right, the only issue that city has brought to my attention is that the sidewalks need to be 6 feet for the overhang for the size of the space you provided.
Yeah, we've updated that detail and.
Okay.
that.
All right. Any other questions, gentlemen? There's no one here in the audience. Would anybody online like to speak to these? Hearing none, I will would entertain a motion to approve the site plan with the adjusted 6-foot sidewalks.
Support.
Moved and supported. Anything else? Roll call vote, Jeremiah?
Taylor,
Support.
Johnson,
Or
Watson,
Support.
Gauss.
Yeah.
Motion passed unanimously.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Mr. Chairman, if I can just, on behalf of Ken, thank you very much for this evening. Believe me, he has a multi-million-dollar investment in the hotel and the adjoining property. He is obviously wanting to be any concern that anyone has that that these are, and I can just say it, there's tiny homes to me it's a misnomer here. These are stick-built modular homes that are made inside, brought here, set on a foundation. But I've seen this for the last year, this process, and he's very aware of making these attractive and maintaining the properties and landscaping and doing all of the things that are going to make it attractive. And so we thank you very much. With this vote tonight, you will probably see dirt being moved next week.
Really? Good.
We'll drive by starting on Monday.
Don't wait till Wednesday. Thank you. Thanks for the warning.
Thanks, guys. Is there any old business, Jeremiah?
No.
All right.
Did you?
Anybody online like to say anything?
Oh, come on, chief, say something.
Oh,
I'm just here to listen today.
Hope you're
Answer
well.
any questions if you had any.
all right. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support.
Moved and supported. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Meeting's over.